twataha tutyo program yawe nyamrungi ya Love Drive n'umuhereza wawe Olivia Kamusiime sakwantu kutwara kugasha ina netweka paka shaita netweka ezo mchiro iwe chikuru otaka Sky TV ogumatire herisho no wasakubanoza na social media platforms zitu obase kwegita kiganiro kitu cyerizoba program meji twantuganira abaraza abantu harimo inshonga zitarazumwe na zumwe za rukundo tubasa kubaherezo kabzi tubasa no kubegesa n'abantu abandi bariyo kwa bakora bo mushunga nkezo babasa kwegeramo mwinchize nyakire omjenyu tino mu studio ziterizoba tugumize mu na program twakwakira program yetu ya Love Drive ekirechi.
Okay, webare omhereza amazina ni Chari Mparozi kuruga Pumuro Counseling Center kandi ndio muhumuriza nashemerwa kubana imweri izoba.
Webare mnonga biteri izoba twafuna counselor ubuntu ndifuna bashaho konke izoba twafuna counselor omuntu kwenyino kuremwe nshonga nana zicengera kimwe abitu tutakatandikire ne baraheri izoba nyendo shoborera abantu ekintu cha counseling abo kwa abantu abamwe bakutwara ngishintu cyamana konka abantu no mushoborera utkunga banzuze kureba umugugo muriyebi maze muganiremo mena tapana mani undisha kugira ati nyizire neshonga zanje nazigambira counselor kumbe ni ndabaho yaje togo mshija no msinzi bwenu ikintu cha counseling banzubahereza okasheraite then tugumize mu na program.
Okay, webare mnonga counseling abamwe nubatekateka ngwa kureba counselor no ine bizu byinji oyeshobire orimbagirirwe yes but still omuntu no basa kure counselor nuwa kubotarimbagirirwe kiryaho abo kuba even counselors they help people to make some decisions no basa kuba no ina nkecho kwenda kushara mu kukora konko mwe tokabire shuwa nogira nkoreki konko mwe ko kure counselor ningo muhumuriza omwe akuyamba kucamu kandi ncamu nungi so kandi nkoko watugire to umuntu najati nimbasa kure kansara aje ekizibu cyanje agene nakigambo mbana so me I think a professional counselor is supposed to keep confidentiality abo kubankita bahumuriza bakatushemesa kubike bihama by'abantu nangu no bwakwija buhumuro counseling center abantu abitukuganira nabo ahabihandiko byawo tukutaho mazina we use codes nteka ho codes no bwakwija iwe Kansime tokamanya ngu judge file ne yogo so we are at that level so meaning any other cancer or kutureba nubatushemesa okubike bihama by'abantu otaka jotewe numbubika mito yanyu yona te kwijera no so we know how to do that yeah so it's like any other profession okoko kuzo mu irwaro okaraguza so omushaho tashimiye kuba najena nagambo burwire bwawe nyitwe ba kansara wa wantekereze nshonga za utkaziganira utkamara nzibaza akomaho kandi surprisingly na nako mukaninga hinkuza nimba ntakijwa ngunaganira no gumucara ahariye kineke so ntubiganirira bikomaho ko wahandika rupapara toshimiye kuba noteka hizi naryo muntu owaganira nawe ntuteka ho kodi kandi kode ejo nene manywa omuntu urukora ahafaireje wenga
namazima abitu mwebare mnonga kwe kumira Sky TV mwebare mnonga kunda program ya Love Drive bitu baretira kasya akuturabe ntutasi amsande rupija bakita Love Search abarukwenda bakundwa muje mutishire Makrista Road inakabate primary school muje tuganire next week Sand nyenda kubaretera abakuru ina kujamba abantu konka abitu nabakuronda abakundu mweni uryo kwe toine niwe noyendo kubana kutambira mbeho oganira nawe ija utushanje Makrista Road hihi nakabatene primary school sakwantu ganira bitu no basakutushanga na namba ya WhatsApp ya 058 9 555 255 ureke kuba wenkani woshemero munsi nkabandi bitu reka tuze umbarayitu yerizoba tejamatu yuri Sky TV nano turikirize 99.7 Radio 5 reka tuzombara yerizoba tugumize mna program ognajirangu. Hello Sky TV, I'm Adonia in Barara. I had my girlfriend whom I loved so much, but she later told me she has lost feelings for me and she feels it can't work out. I asked her and begged her to stay because I loved her so much. She insisted and I let go. We moved on and I also dated someone else whom we are meant to wed in July. So recently my mom calls me and says my girlfriend has brought my kid. I couldn't believe anything because I had not talked to her ever since we broke up. And it's almost 2 years now, so I ask myself why someone can get quiet on such an issue for that long and bring it to disorganize us. I'm puzzled and I surely need advice on this, otherwise abachara mnonga Adonia kurugambara ebarheji nachigaro mu nyankore najirangu akaine girlfriend weye narisho mukundwa we arikujangu barukundana konka kuyabira ryaho yamjirangu tachimwinire feelings. I don't know whether feelings disappear, I'm not sure. Yamjangu tachimwinire feelings. So batan so na omoja jangu abena tekate badyo muntebe kansa yo kugitu omkwamshanjoko konka kabira ryaho nyina yamterasimu yamjangu bakuretera mwana wawe iboriyo kwe nutekateka cyahanshunga nkezi Adonia stete yarumu narishi omutunga Adonia no basa kumuhereza abahabuzi sindikire obuhabuzi bwawe ahanambe azira omushanje 8 96 55 2 55 narishi basa kutusindikira obuhabuzi social media platforms zitu Sky TV UG official tuya Instagram no kutushanga aha YouTube. We are live on YouTube right now. No kutushanga aha Twitter. Reka tugumize izoba turi in the right hands. No one tutiri omukono mirungi konkere izoba turi mwena hasos mwene barhairi izoba chura.
So echo kubanza noreba Adonia na nubwo mukicho weye hatoresero omwana hakaro urukundo hagati yabo. That is 2 years back.
Yes.
Abuko omwana muresere after 2 years. Noreba kandi bakundana haza bakundana kurungi konko mukiku yahiza yagira feelings za yang
ukashakata mukunzire
atereka tebe kintu tukirekire. So noreba ngo mbaroha Adonia keshengereza yashengereza omwiki ngo bagumwe hamwe konka ninjira mutaka yashaziremu ekintu kukirugama. So nawo musigazo ogwo yasharamu yabyesasira yafuna ndijo wa mukunda haza nore haramu no gitu nebenda gitwa mbwe no mukicaresero omwana. So hata ho noreba ngobo eje myaka 2 omucyatwira honami mini ngo yahuna makaine nenda njeyo ka Adonia kamsiganene. So tuturi sure abo kwaresero omwana bwanyuma y'imyaka 2 tuturi sure either mwana no Adonia ninga muresere just to disorganize konka let us hope ngo akamsigainenda kanore ngo kuna mokwe. So omuchakasha ziremu kugumebyeye konka hato nore kajiremu Adonia yaza kushwera embaga niyo kwa mushanje omuchi yareta ki
turiyo mukwa katano hati
omuchi yareta omwana. So hata onchirebeka omuchi nabasa kuba yagumire nakantu ko kundo gumusigaza akaguma namukunda abo kuba tokurondo omuntu wotakunda kanore kureba ngo yareta omwana ombwire obuhara ntaza kuzamu embaga noyebuza ahabwenchi ataramuresere kare. So noreba ngo bwiro kirebe ko mwiki she used to akagumatire yamatu owo gumusigaza arukumanye bikumufaho abo ko umuntu ono mukunda no gumar ko burize bikumufaho abo kwati nkamye ngo Adonia no yateriro ngo mucyatinde muninza kushera or from the family of Adonia. It seems the girl have been following Adonia in whatever he's doing. So nore ngo bwaresero mwana omushi nachikunda ki nakikunda omusigazi
abeji iyo ri ha Sky TV no basa kutwegitaho program eji niho twirikirize aha 99.7 Radio 5 basa kutwegitaho aha nambe ya 0788 sindikire obuhabuzi bwawe aha namba yitu ya WhatsApp nza kwantusha mu program mwene twahurira mu haruma kantu ka fading love he no longer has feelings for me ejurukundo nesyo bwire kwera nyoka ninzangu never help permanent bamba jangu ruhanga buri maka muhajiro umuntu we aha bwenji umuntu nakobwira kuja kandi ndeba no sharabite kweri mwetechuru love newera ninga
in actual sense take where but relationship have stages. There is stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So relationship where you stage 1 there is that love, there is that butterflies you feel or omuntu weno hurra no mutuma gwaye hube because of that love. Yeah, so that is the first stage of love. Everything seems to be so good, everything seems to be so beautiful, you see everything good about this person.
Exactly.
Then when you go into the second stage of relationship, now that is the reality stage. Nuhora amanye omuzego muntu, nuhora amanye burkarunja kamaruho, because now your eyes are open. They normally say love is blind, but actually it is not blind. They normally mean that first stage of relationship. So in the second stage, that's when you notice everything about this person. Let me give an example. Omuntu kwabire, I'm giving a funny example. Omuntu kwabire kuyabe yabira ryo mu churches. Trust me, you'll get to know in the second stage. Because in the first stage, people normally pretend a lot. In this first stage, you are going to pretend as if you don't want to do it. Because you try to please this person. So then on second stage, you can't pretend forever. You can't. Then hataho and I believe Adonia with his ex-girlfriend now, they parted ways in the second stage of relationship. So maybe there is something that irritated her or triggered the separation. Maybe Adonia did something. You know that letter is one-sided. Maybe he did something that irritated this girl. Maybe she felt something weird about him. You know, we are not hearing from her side. So she decided that let us quit. Let us stop this relationship. Because no one wishes to break something they love. Omuntu baba mwabe numukundana. Omuntu ogunonda gumanawo forever. But sometimes in ebikubaho, especially in the second stage of the relationship. Even marriages, they normally break in the second stage. So that second stage
I'm sorry to intervene. Do we have a chance
there are high chances. So in the second stage, and I think that's what happened with this case. So they parted ways. According to what he wrote, I no longer have feelings for you. You understand? So hata over parting ways. But when they parted ways, I think the girl within her, she thought with time they will get back together. You see, women, we are emotional people. We can say things out of anger. When someone is angry, when someone is annoyed or angry, you can say something which you regret later. So I think that's what happened. So omuchaka teka maybe Adonia will come back and we sort things out and we settle things and we get back together. But sometimes men they may think, you know, for them the moment you are saying we are done, he thinks they are done. Actually, when women, they want you to come closer to them. So he went.
Then
the third stage is the acceptance stage. This is the stage you have known everything about this person. You have known his bad habits. You have known everything. Now you are like, let me take this person. Despite of all the habits about him. Now you accept. you have seen Rose. Maybe she's quarrelsome, she's irritable, she's a thief, and she do all sorts of things which you don't like. But because you love her, you are like, I will love her the way she is.
But how long does the acceptance?
Yes, that is the third stage. The third stage is when you accept the person the way he is. Yeah. Now you say to her like, okay, I'm going to marry her. Despite of her being irritable, despite of her having all excessive anger, then you accept the whole person. You're like, okay, let me marry her. Because this is the person that God gave me. Yeah.
Can't marry acceptance, it's like
relationships, they stop at 3 stages, but marriage goes to 4 stages.
So which one now? Neka tuzomunyankore hati.
Yeah.
Neka tuonjere mu eya bashweri nabo kubeji program na yone abinamaka.
So okuzo mbushwere, so noreba mwamurijire after wedding, woje kutasyo mukazi wawe, that is honeymoon. So you know what happens in honeymoon.
Kahina wakshanga.
There is
yeah,
but those are few cases. If you are to make a survey, abantu abokutano honeymoon really no bache munonga. But honeymoon is supposed to be just enjoying each other. That is love. You are feeding each other. You are calling each other sweetheart, honey, all those sweetness in honeymoon. Then I think honeymoon can last up to like 1 year. Or some people months. It can last up to 6 months. That first stage of marriage, and it includes honeymoon. Even after honeymoon, you don't have a child together yet. Then after 1 year, you can go into the second stage of marriage. Now after getting a child, actually, yeah, when you get a child, you go to the second stage. Now the reality sets in. That's when you see that your wife is a dirty person. That's when you see, the wife is lazy. That's when you see, oh, okay, she doesn't like my people. Then even the woman will start saying, now I hear no chererwa you know what ato shango mumshija nkakana nkara kamutegans aja kambendio nije kabyami iroko shore no mwana and he said, okay, you don't like my baby. Then you're like, hat noria emera yanje tochijiri. So you start noticing those habits. And omushinja ate nonda ihayo buzebweye bwono byabirata sherichere. Abakwa maybe in the first stage he was always pretending to be at home, but actually he liked watching soccer in the bar. Then in the second stage he's like, hatumgeno, let me be me. Hatumgende kazo kuro mupira gwange.
I know.
Hata gender rebo mpira gwange. Because on first stage okwata chirebe tata gundi. Hatumgeno no borinka. Mwena tunoriyombe all along omushiragaraka. Toko magnyoni nkunda kuro mpira heru. So all those things buri yomai hayakazeke yakata hasherechiri. Omukazi maybe sometime back she was always lazy. Hati biria byahwam like let me be me. Yeah, emyenda I wash once in a month. And the man starts quarreling. So the second stage of marriage is to see the reality of each other. Buri omwe nayihaye chata hasherekere, buri omwe nakora ebyo byataha pretendinge, then they be real them. That is second stage. And in most cases abantu nibatanira on second stage of marriage. If you are to make a survey, people divorce, separation, they normally happen in the second stage of marriage. Then after second stage, mtatanire like ebyo byandso okuchererwa heru oburofa bwawe, like I'm tired, let me go. You are no longer paying attention to me. You are always on phone. You are always on your laptop. Like you are done. Then you go. If you don't separate in the second stage of marriage, then you go to the third stage of marriage. Then the third stage of marriage is acceptance. You are like, this guy, he like watching soccer. Yes, it is not good. I don't like it, but that is him. Hatana na akorachi ogumushija tararga mupira. Hat season ye mpira kera atahem, I know he will go. However much I quarrel, no bunda ayombe nkamchinjira na heru tichira am changing. Then even the man is like, my wife, I know she is lazy. Yeah, but I love her. I have nothing to do. Maybe ninza kumfunira maid. Ninga ninza kuronda washing machine. Onko mukazi wanje tinda mubingi. Hatereka nyemero mukazi wanje munafu. Mbwene rihanga no yampiri. then you accept each other after knowing all the faults. Then kumkurugo muryejo manyobwe mwazara abana bari mu primary bici young babies, then bazum secondary. Then mom tachine bwana butoye bukubatonga saburukasha, you go to the 4th stage of marriage. Then the 4th stage of marriage, you go back like the first stage. Tumwachine bana bato na no mushija yakuza kuzire yabiro muzeyi tachine manu go kuzo mubara urebezo soka. So like as in everything is now going back, it is two of you. Tumwachine bana haka maybe analyze kusigaza kureba ubujukuru bijukuru banje kuja kubatayira, but for a short time and they go back. Hatoreba nabiro muzeyi nabiro mukikuru. This is oguno mukikuru wanje oguno muzeyi wanje moshi hati ntwangana koraki. Na haba hebyo kubanyizya, but you are still holding each other. Now you go back to the first stage, ato shanga kandi karavu kagaruko kariya ko manu mureba na misho, and you admire each other like mbwenu mukikuru wanje really nrihanga kampiyo aha stage ya kana you can't leave each other at that stage. Really nobara nko mukade w'emyaka nkaga kwangana, it is weird at nobara nko mushire emyaka nshanju kwangana, it is kind of weird. So now they are like reka twekundanire abana bitu bashirwe bagenzire, so it is me and you at home, let us enjoy our love. Rufuni yetu titanula
bitu Oria Sky TV na tuchize 99.7 Radio 5 tulia habari haya adonia abakai no mukundwa we bija mukundwa we amjira tunyowe timpura feelings chendire tinachukwenda hati abe haho emyaka ebiri abe natebekansa obushwere baboto bushwere ubwihore bwa church wedding umkwamshanje konka kabira ari aho nyina yamteresmu yamjirangu wamishi alizoro mwana muka ati mbene adonia nayibuza akoreki iwe notekateka chiboriyoko mbasa kutsinchiro bavuzi ahanambya 0 china na mukaga 55 255 bitu kampamye na stage zeze zuba gamba na mnonga abarubasya umbushwere kampamye ngumwazo hurra nyencha kare tshira kuteganise warebe bimwe bitagenda je kansala rose yabagamba herizoba abitu tutakajiro mu bahabuzi ni nyenda kumanya ikintu ekizere nkiteganisa bishi na nabonjo ubiro bwinjo mujonore ya omushiyaje ati mbwenu kamuzara omwana nakunkunda abana na nobushwere nashabana na rukundo connection ryaho ni abana no kuretaho rukundo ninga rukundo ni kuretaho abana.
Okay, those are two different things. Abo kuba umuntu nabasa kuzara abana atashirwe kandi umuntu nabasa kuba ari yo mbushwere abure kuzara abana. So abana tichikumanyisa ngo bushwere nubuza kuhangara ninga tichikumanyisa to mukazi kunda azara omushija nubwarankundi. No, it doesn't mean that. Nubasa kuzara omushija nango muzara abana 8 haza kunageho n'abana bawe 8 agenda shwere n'umuntu atakuzara. So it is that. So love is love kandi abana nebirabo ombushwere ari abantu abari omushwere who are even legally married, who are wedded and that marriage they are happily married, maybe tibine bana kandi umuntu okushanga ryaho atashwire kandi ayina abana nazo kunatweka no mukazi ryaho tari mu maka konka ina abana be omusheho gunaija mutweka muzara mu babiri uriya ija mutweka muzara mu umwe ariyaho ina abana be. So tichukumanyiza like abana they don't seal marriage, no. So omucho wabo ryo korukutureba kaje utereko gumusigaza muzare omwa kantasya, that is totally wrong. That is totally wrong. Ozara abana abumukwetaga iyo no mushija wawe, you plan for that child. Kumwe mwazo mbushwere ninga wakunda umusigaza mbanze mu kigambe utakagizirendo gere hatishi tusheme kubantu jiro mwana yakujatirinda borinzire omwana atija kumuzara nyinzi, then wait.
Otherwise you will cry premium tears with your baby.
Yeah.
No za kubanora premium tears yo no rakana kawe abahata bazeta premium tears. Bitabisha bariyo kweli njira mwahurra kansala yabashoborera ngo kuzara mojo tushoshera letere nakunda nasho kuzara umusigazi mubanze mu planning utakazara umwana kandi ukashanga nyencha kare niwe ni kuba no mureberiwe nkanyena mwenu ubanze wareba nango go mujo nakunda ningano za kuzara umwana abo wawe nka ningatara no muntu yatakukunda umwe basa kuzara n'umwana wawe abare kumukunda kandi ese kintu nishasha kushango ino mwana wawe umushije atakumukunda kandi uwish ati none jara mukunde mwene ese kintu nishasha mwene utakashira stage ejo banzo yebuze ebyo kujota kanjirenda atware anshwere no way banza uyebuze ugumujo nankunda areka tuze ahabuhabuzi bitu gwerizoba butwatunga ugunagirangu utago mukatego echamunamise sometimes you have to be careful in life. Can we say she has just realized that the kid needs the father, or having lost interest then means she had a better person? So when things don't work out, she decides to play this game. Mbabazi ogunihitira kasendo kuruganya mitanga webare mnonga hitira kureba Sky TV webare mnonga kunda program ya Love Drive ya jangu bwenu eshahe jini wewe yijuka munakunda ninga kuriya hiya jire bikashoba jatamwe hatkangarise nanye ntakafero najirangu adonia nyowe ninjirangu omwana ogwo tuwawe ubwo mukazi nikasisi kandi tarukwenda ngo ugumize muno mukazi wawe ogwe owo rukwenda kutera embaga umukwa mushanju ninjira hine ahatomira I think ecinabanintesa ikirizana no mukazi ogwe mutwara omwana bamucebere urebe yabaryo wawe kandi kucakubaho kashanga ryo wawe bwanireho n'ogwo mukazi uwo kwenda kutasya kwari ikirize kutura nawe aho noho konka ebyabakishe babantu no bimanya kwara yanje nguweta kutura na mwana ogwo otyo nawe wamureka koraye tereze orondo mukazi ondijo orukubasa kutura niwe hamwe no mwana wawe nyowo mukazi nyina w'omwana tinyenzero mugarozo magara gawe ejo myaka ebiri yona atwire hinogo mwana owarukweto wawe hono gwe tarakochezo munju akahunama ogunu Gilbert kurgamtoma webare mnonga Gilbert kureba Sky TV mwenu webara yajichondoza je yajicenga mwenu haraheshunga z'abantu bizene bashireka kansara tutakajiromba umuhabzo bundi omuntu shanga naja tukunda mugambere byabiri home past relationship nakushitwazata mwenu abantu bashemeye kutwaza bata ebinde byabire henyuma na mnonga ya no atunore bogu ari hashanse kushanga ayino mwana kunkantu enda kumanya oshemeye kutwazo tembere yabire nyuma kugambiro go muntu wa woyine kugira ngo nyensya kitarisha kubaretera ubuzu.
Okay, so wafuna umuntu mwamutandika ku datinga nyinga the moment yakugambira ati ninkukunda aho numba mwatanduka urugendo rwa rukundo or you have started a relationship, so be open to each other kugira hatari je chimuka nyensya chikabatanura. So kwabo ino mwana in the past relationship mugambire we know I tell people be yourself as much as you can. Don't pretend in the relationship. I know some people pretend and lie to be loved. But trust me, amazumagara amanywa kando shangi habo utichirizana. So be open to each other and be yourself. And if there is anything in the past like a child, like anything, byono bigambi ujire nyonyi nayo mwana nyine abana bashatu ninga ngatweko mwichi, so kujangu hato mwichachumanye kuja mwene kujango moje umuntu rokupanga hato no moje gambiro muchiko warapanjira omuntu kwe waramutwekire mugambiro mwichibyona yayo kukunda naza kora ki naza kukunda. That girl will love the real you. Kani yo mwichi gambiro musigaze byone byarabire henyuma kugira ngo in case the truth comes out ataka kugira ho doubt ataka ngo ino ebishuba. So abo kuba wabo takigambire kija kumanywa you lose that trust. I mean the trust is broken. And trust is like a glass. the moment is broken it is hard to mend. No my glass yagwa hansi tokaji yonko kuyagwa nejero kuyahendeka. So that is trust. Konko muntu ko kumugambira mazoma no byakuchura nyensya they will know bakabangambira. So akaya chingambire owenga. So I normally tell people, be yourself as much as you can, even physically, even everything. I normally even tell girls, if you are going for a first date, omozo ya kushaba kupanga ninga kubaniwe ninga kutandika urugendo rwa rukundo. When you are going on the first date, if it means not to put makeup, don't.
Be yourself. Just
be yourself. Be yourself kujabe na amanya this is Rose. Tiny dimples otaziteka on eye pencil hanui. Don't wear those artificial bums to have some hips to impress him. Because with time he's going to know the real you. Let him know the person for a first date. I know I tell girls, when you're going for a first date, be yourself as much as you can. Kweno hikayo no kunda kunyechupisha za soda. Shabe that day, let him know my girlfriend takes 3 bottles of soda at once, so that he will make that informed decision. If you have a flat butt, go with that. If he's the guy who loves nyash, he will say, she doesn't have it. I will go for the other one with the bigger behind. So be yourself so that in the future, he will know this is Rose, that's how she is. She's like this, that is her behavior, that is her characters, and that is her past. Maybe she has 3 children in the past. So this guy will make a decision. Am I able to love a woman with 3 children in the past? Then he will make that decision there and then. And it will give you a peaceful relationship.
Ebare mnonga kampamye iworyo kwe na mnonga abaryo mbaza kunda nawe ne maybe nko mwana nyuma utakashire ko mwana wawe mbwenu otakajiro mu rukundo agency yamushobora tukanganyonye no mwana wanje tinkumanya wora mukunde na shora mwikirize iho wacyo gita heze shaha na rishi ya Sky TV ya 99.7 Radio 5 team program ya Unyamrunji ya Love Drive turi ahabar haya Adonia abiri akaino mishi barukundana kuyabira ryaho yamjati mwene nimpurra kari akashija karavu kacendire igande cheketa kashi arumwa keta bati ati mwene nimpurra kari akanda kasha kwa kweta ravu kwando bwe karkahangwa nimpurra kacendire no shamwe percentage shumire ati mwene rekatutane byo matoro so kabira ryaho hawire hemyaka ebiri ya nyina mteresu atubandetera umwana atkande nencha atkando mwana to wawe kandobwe I know jenyi umkwamshanje mweni woriyo kweno teka sindishire obhavzi ahanambya 08 chira na mukaga 552 narishi nawasa kutushanga na social media platforms zitu Sky TV UG official on YouTube, we are live Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Reka tuze ombahabuzi tutakagarukire owa kansila ogunagirangu Olivia we bari kuhereza nyowe n'abantu kumanya ngo na feelings nazo nizigenda umwishogwe akakora kubi akaba nabanza kugambira umusigazi ngo ayinenda umusigazi atwara umwana ha DNA agumize mune mikoro ye kasitaba kaba bagisurwe ninye makilini aho muri bari we bari mnonga makilini kureba program ya Love Drive we bari mnonga abantu babahare nimanyana mumujitire heza shaha tumukujirgaho ogunagirangu hey Olivia how is life, let them talk like injana jirangu bebgane babaseganira hashongeje kugirangu nyencha kare itakabategansa ogunagirangu ogomishi ntumayisa nkinichi yabiraro bwenu omwana ogu amutware ha DNA oguna Elizabeth kwakunda kuruga tunga hashintunga moyajandika kuruga ntunga mobare mnonga kureba Sky TV abitu abantu abariyo kweno basakuboy neshonga zawe ukwenda ganira nitwe basa kuzutsindira ahanambeje WhatsApp 078 nsa kubantu ziganiraho niwe tukamanya nyencha kare okayamboho yeshoti kansala yarga kubagira ngo buri yomwe nayetaga ubyambobwe ubaseganira no muntu ubase kushanga embera zatebekana tuwaguma nko kuwaburi bitare shinto shile shantu enda kugambaho noreba hati turya hasaidi yo muju eshintu charukunde eki kana chintu chikuteganisa abantu omujogu kuza kushwera tugire ngo amukunzire ninga azatumwero ri yanyanje kanje ndino narishe chintu umisho kuyakubatine rukundo kukarukwenda kweteka ntsiga zogu nyenja karebikija bukanga nomanya ito bakazubikanira nturavuga nko mushija yatakunda nabatakunda kandi tarukunda
so noreba akatana nogwe mushiki so far 2 years so nimpamyango myaka ebireji Adonia agumisiriza real agumisiriza he would have moved on a long time ago but at least emyaka ebire kuyireho yasharamu kujatire kanshwere so waro omuntu yahika kujatire kanshwere haza muna nebyo kugitwa that is a big commitment by the okugitwa it is something big no waye kumetinga for the lifetime na omuchi oriye wakuza kutasya ogoyitirize kushorwa Adonia I think they love each other so now yajatire to me commit ngitwe na nogumushije rufuni yeru tutanis abo ba trust me omuntu wotakunda you don't commit no jota atebyo gita tubirekire obotire kuguru kumwe ujana omanya tukora hako kuchara tuza kweta abantu nkabashatu twete ankona na nyakorome deru tutambira exactly so what omuntu ya taking that big step meaning they love each other there is love between them yeah
tefedinze arom kazogo ya jatinyo na atakumangura nefedi nguravu na ene syo bwire ergaho ushanga ngo muntu yashikunda mutayo kandi ngo bisisira maka
but people confuse these things they confuse love and lust. These are totally different things. So noreba lust, it is a temporary feeling. So omusigazi koro muhichaka hura yanda kubyama nawe, it is normal and it is lust. Yes, and those feelings can last for a few months. They are gone. But love lasts forever. Love forgives. Love is patience. It is patient. Love goes beyond beauty. So, and love understands. So, abantu ba confusing ebyo bintu bibiri. So, kuro omuntu kamuzira feelings, it doesn't mean love. And sleeping with someone doesn't mean love. No. You can be in love with someone and you don't engage in sex. Yes, until marriage. So people confuse things. So oh, you are beautiful, you have nice eyes, you have nice legs, everything on you is good. You know, men normally tell us what we want to hear, as women. Even if it is not from within their heart. They will tell you so to get within, to get your body. And for us girls, we are like, you are swept off. You're like, oh wow, he loves me. But when actually he's lustful about you. So they confuse, because if it is true love, it doesn't expire. Love doesn't expire. No matter what happens, even if you go to the second stage of relationship, you'll continue. You go through those challenges and you still go through it when you are still strong and together. Because love forgives. Love understands. Love is patient. Yeah.
Mwahurra abantu bariyo kwe akwana atandika eshonga za rukundo beno mangu mbwene cyokuzamu chine stages ongechizo no kujangura hanga katushereke mutuma tokamanya bamutahi wanje nangambira mazima bane bishuba konga mazima na mnonga batsigazi mugume mugezeho umishwana mukunda mugambire wota kumukunda utakamutweka ndiwe nobwo akoreba ngo kwenyine mjota pana kandi abana kabarisire yambara fomi jwara helmet jwara jacket ojwa byona orebeke ngutwaza omchora yuse nyincha karako mwana yajireho notashine chokora amwe no shanga bariyo maka just because akamutweka kungatashemeriwe kandi start chirunje ogunajirangu webare program amazina ndumthings Anthony Kurgaruzinga Ngomba Nyachera Ntunga mu district ishaba mu mpabure mtahi witu Anthony nobasa kutsindikira ebaruha tuza kubanywe tujiganiraho takafa yo tuzaganira twarga studio rizo biti ninyongera kubagira ngo abarukuronda bakundwa nimwe numuza kubana mutwegitaho za kubantu bayamba ahantu baza kutushangana hanamba ite ya WhatsApp 078 552 bitu turukwirira no kuhindura program cyara Rose hati umuntu ari okwe arinka Adonia arstaka atakumanya cyo gukora maybe abena mangu bajangu stante bramhanda ukare kandi kekose uko toka amanyara hanga chaine umparani mwenu Adonia numhabarachi.
So what I can tell Adonia, how I can guide him, of course ogumuchi wako za kutasya na mukunda ogwara muna za kutasya okujenyo no kwa mushanjo nori batiro nevro byogito na mukunda kana numuchi nakunda Adonia. Yes, Adonia loved the ex by that time, but those things ended. So I normally tell people we need to live like a river. A river never goes back and it flows in one direction. And so that's how it is able to reach on its destination. Konkagma no tamoro rugarukenyi marugarukenyi matorika hokuza. So mbweno wa mushaka kusigaho maybe omwana anabasa kubaro aryo wawe ninga ataro we are not sure. Because awumuche ekita chumuhona mise myaka ebiri I would guide you that before you make any decision mubanze mwachebezo mwana ogwo waba sure make it I mean you can go for DNA testing, but I would encourage you, sit with your wife to be, talk to her, tell her what happened. My ex arisoro mwana muka konkanya ndakubanza naye tegereze shongejo nachebeza kuro mwana yabaryo wanje. Yes, but don't call off the wedding. Continue with the wedding preparations, because now the other chapter closed. What they harmu baby harmu mwana uko mwana utaine mushango mwana he deserves daddy and mommy, but you need to sit with your ex-girlfriend mushtame hamwe on a round table muganire. If you are not sure about it, go and test for that child, but please continue with your wedding and marry that girl that really loves you.
Hato mushongeji twagarka saide mushchi hati twaza khaburu mushchi ariyo kwe nawe maybe ainenda ino mwana takumanya kumutata kumanyishe no mhaburo tamazimo mutari.
So nkabe ni mpabura bishchi omusigazi yakutweka communicate as soon as possible. Don't wait for him to go and for him to wed and you show up with the baby on the reception or towards the wedding day. You embarrass yourself and even you put that baby in a tricky situation because ogomwana naija kura amanya mazum. So omusigazi kara kutweka or anything happen mugambira buchirika the moment wamara kumangu oinenda nyako yokwezi kumwe gambira omusigazi aza sebo nyinenda, then you sit, you plan for that pregnancy, you plan for that baby before things it is too late. Yeah,
kandi twaza ahasaidi eyogo mcharo muguri manya wiro bwinji ochina kasijirwa kutara mwene iza po mugori and then
yeah, things happen. So I would encourage that wife to be girlfriend or Adonia, go ahead and marry that boy. Things happen. You see, it is not intentional. Adonia tarachi genderiri ngwa kunyizi. No, things happen and people have their past. But your mind a past ye, you know, things in the Bible buried there. So you need to understand and continue. Marry him because it is not his own making to have a baby with his ex-girlfriend, but things happen. He did not pregnant her intentionally, but it just happened and the baby is here. And you need to love that baby as yours because omwana wa baro no mwana wawe, isn't it? So go ahead and marry him, and you never know, things will be better.
ninjira mwahuro hauzi okuruga omukyala Rozi side zona twazikwataho mbwenu ndikatekateke ngo Adonia inechubihamu omunshongezi biti ni wariyo kwe arakwenda kutsinchire barha yawe basa kusinchira ahanambe azura mushanju 8 9 na mkaga ni 5 5 ni 2 5 ni 5 narishi social media platforms to Sky TV UG official bitu nabajirangu sander kwijanza kubaretera kasia program ejinsa kwatwire mu segment yabakuronda rukundo abakuronda bakundwa mbweno tejamisho yoriyo kwe niyono muntu okutambire enjure bire nyingi otakaruga Sky TV reka tuherezo bugambo bukererukayo aha abantu abakureba Sky TV nabahurikirize aha 99.7 Radio 5
we bari mnonga mbona akagamba ka muhero ningambira abantu otarinda kuja ngo ofune ikizubu at any point in your life meet a counselor if you can, please do. Wana counselor muganire omwe you want to make a certain decision konka tokashazire miji so bugana counselor umuganirire and visit them. We don't do only counseling, no, we can give you any other information you wish to know. Kana nechindo mwe, if there is any other training that can add any value on your life, please go for it. Programs in case is habara abantu ojechuwa yegam so have any chance like nkita ba Pumuro counseling center and take a hemishomo yokwegesa relationships, yokwegesa parenting, yokwegesa in any other thing. So go for it. For example, on the 13th of this month tino homushomo gwamani haricha mugora ni primary school. So ebintu nkebyo yego kubyejumbira mutoka amanya abo bahumuriza ninga abo kukora okagire chwayegayo ni wenyese yakuyamba. Yeah.
Bale mnonga twabatuino muhumuriza Rozi kuruga Pumuro Counseling Center abitinkaye wa omukyala Jovia Katambala aho mu Central Market level ya kashatu room number 44 nabaye nenkito nungi najweka abana najweka abakyala nabasaka enkito z'obujenyi enkito z'okutambula enkito za offices zona nabazikwinire abitu Olivia Sky TV otakaye bwa Sander kwijenza kwantu kuretera program yitu erimuna nabakuronda rukundo munchize tukomaha mureke nsime abantu abinakora nabo umwami Michael yabari ha kamera kurengwe cyane cyargayoje umwami ojo nabari mu control room kureba ngo ebintu byona byakwikaje na izedio mushikato yarebeka ngo abari ya YouTube abari ya social media ebintu byona byahika kurunji abitureka turebane ahasande nana ebarher kwija niza kuba ndi Olivia Kamusiime tinkurugaho ni wayi no mukundwa no basa kutushanga aha Makista Road hina kabatene primary school kama barindi.
Sky TV irakari abantu
konka shunze kanibo kirakweshongora totera yo kamu
ichena monyeka biriti